We'd seen sort of clothes floating around, bags just full of water.
It just wasn't something that we even envisioned because we were just so excited.
Well, I just remember pulling in and just going, this is fucked.
When we pulled up into the festival, we were in the car for about 5 hours in a line. All up during that day, we were in the car for about maybe 12 or 13.
There's just so many cars aren't moving. Everyone's just stationary for hours at a time because you're just waiting, and then you'll talk to someone about do you know what's going on? You know how long we're going to get in? And they go, I have no idea. You could be here all night, pretty much.
It's 1 a.m. and we're in line and we're fully stopped. Nowhere to go, and an SES person comes up to the window and she's just like, hey, there's no more campsites. Anything that there was is underwater now. So sleep in your cars, we'll wait till the morning, and we'll see where we go from there.
Yeah, as soon as we opened the door to the car, kind of realised, this isn't going to be as easy as we thought to find somewhere to sleep, just because we essentially slept in a lake that night.
That's fucking sick.
Fortunately, we found a much better campsite the next day. Not sure if we're actually allowed to be there, but by then there were no rules and no one knew what was going on.
Everyone was sort of experiencing the same thing. The organisers, the staff, the festival goers. They were all in a little bit of chaos. Everyone trying to figure out what's going on, what's going to happen.
Before we could even get on the bus, a man kind of came up in like a yellow vest, and he just made this announcement that we couldn't go in. And we kind of just didn't really believe him. We were like, where's he come from? Like, he could be making this up.
We were still quite hopeful, just thinking they can push through this. Like, surely it's a crazy, the biggest festival in Australia. They're going to know what to do.
My brother sent me an Age article saying Splendour in the Grass cancelled day one. And me and my friend were standing next to someone who was working there, and I turned to the guy and I was like, hey, is the festival cancelled? And he was like, I haven't heard anything about that.
The whole day's been cancelled. Every act has been cancelled. You will not be getting on the bus. I think everyone kind of just stood there in total shock, because nobody anticipated it.
I was thinking, we've driven all the way from Melbourne. We've spent 20 odd hours in the car.
How can they turn it around in 24 hours to sort of get it back going if it's already cancelled on day one? So yeah, the hopes are pretty low at that point.
Exiting the festival after the Strokes was really insane. I think we were in a group of about 10,000 people trying to all leave to get on these buses home.
From getting in line at 12:30, I think I went to bed about 5 a.m. that morning just from how long it took us to get home. But yeah, it was a bit of a mess.
I don't think it was acceptable for the people who had it really bad, especially when you're paying $150.
Going on from how terrible the first 48 hours of the festival was, I think they did pretty much everything correct going forward.
It was also kind of surprising how well they were able to pull it off in the end. The main stage area was completely dry.
So I think it was necessary to cancel the first day in order to have the next two, which, in hindsight, that worked out the best.
And just seeing a crowd around an artist, I was like, oh my God, we're finally here. It didn't really feel real before that.
Actually, when people ask, do you reckon it was worth it? I actually do think it was still a really good time. I had fun when I was there.
All the mud and all the rain makes it even more special because it's totally unique.
I would have done it again, for sure.
Northeast Party House definitely exceeded my expectations. Good to see King Stingray.
Love Glass Animals, love Genesis Owusu, love Liam Gallagher. Tyler Crane's awesome.
friends we had and friends we made along the way.